Well guys, today's video was supposed to be of flying this helicopter back to the house, and I'm still gonna put all that footage in the end of this video. But as you can see, Consuela is a little dirty. She has had a busy couple of days working hard, and she's no longer brand new, you could say. She's still in good shape, but she took a beating over the weekend, and I'll tell you why. And I didn't intend for this to be really a portion of this video. It just kind of happened, and I wore my helmet cam while we were out doing some disaster relief in North Carolina. Basically, on Saturday, I was with Maddie, my wife, and we were gonna go grab some dinner when I got a call from a friend up in North Carolina. His name's Rudy, and he said, hey man, we need some helicopters up here. The hurricane damage is really bad, and there's a lot of people trapped in the mountains. So my wife and I got someone to watch the kids. We loaded up with one bag and flew to North Carolina with no plan and posted that we were on our way. And by the time I got there, I probably had 500 emails and a ton of text messages, and my post had been shared thousands of times, and we were blown away. We're like, what is going on? How bad is this deal? So we get into North Carolina. We end up staying at Greg Biffle's house because there's no power in the Asheville area. So we couldn't really stay close to where all the damage was. We load Consuela up with water and fuel. Next morning, take off and fly into just some things that I've never seen before, and some really, really bad situations for people. Like, I can't really describe it well, but I have some videos on my helmet cam that I'm gonna put in this video. And I'm not putting them in there to try and grow my YouTube channel. I'm simply putting them in there to give you a perspective of how bad the damage in the Asheville area is. And it's not just Asheville, it is spread so far into the mountains of North Carolina. And these areas we're flying in are some of the worst areas to fly a helicopter. And I'm talking about the tightest LZs, sloped landings inside of tight landing zones. It was absolutely wild. Consuela, my helicopter, just performed absolutely flawless. I didn't think this was the right helicopter for the job, but I had the ability to take insulin, food, water into the tightest spots in the area and drop them off and get them to people in need, and then haul people out. Yeah, she got a little beat up. She got puked in. We hauled dogs, a lot of people, and it is what it is, it's just a machine. But I'm so proud of this machine and what it's become. You know, this was abandoned in Venezuela, and now she's out here helping people out. Lastly, before we get to the footage, I'll say, I do feel a little weird putting stuff like this on social media. However, the awareness I feel we brought to the area made it worth it. There's over $350,000 on the Hope Mill Fund Relief Group GoFundMe. And also they started up a pilot jet fuel GoFundMe. And I'll put those links down in the description because there's a lot of helicopters flying. By the end of day 2, there was 37 helicopters, private helicopters, on site at Hickory Airport helping out. Basically, day 1, this wonderful woman named Erin from the Hope Mill Fund GoFundMe, we just met her at the airport, and she's like, can you take these supplies to this spot? And we just went. And then we come back, and they would just load up the helicopter while I'm looking it over, jam it with fuel, and we would go. I don't know who this woman is, Erin, but the fact that she was able to get us the correct information to the worst spots I've ever seen and give us the right supplies and have them ready on time when we got there, it was incredible. And then day 2, Operation Airdrop, these guys organized a lot of pilots, and they had a good plan, and they deployed us correctly. And we flew that for as long as we could yesterday, and then got back to our family. But it was insane up there. And there's a long road ahead of all of the Asheville area to even get out of there. It's unbelievable. So I don't know what the current status is. I've heard a lot of the critically injured or in need people have been helped, but there's still more. And the government assets are showing up like crazy. There's Chinooks and Blackhawks everywhere. There's a C-17 Globemaster at the airport, and they're working like crazy. Some of my friends brought in some sick helicopters. A lot of these guys just did an amazing job, and this flying is no joke. I'm talking no joke. So a huge thank you to all the pilots who were a part of it, and a thank you to Thoroughbred Aviation for giving me a safe helicopter. It's just been the craziest couple days of my life, and I wanted to share some of these clips. So let's get to that, and then we'll get to the original idea of this video, which is picking up my brand new refurbished helicopter. Let's get to it. So here's an LZ from day one. We just saw people standing here. We had a helicopter full of supplies. So we dropped here, dropped this stuff off, and hauled some people out. Relatively easy. This is probably the hardest landing I did. You got power lines there on the left, a house directly under the helicopter right now. This takes every ounce of horsepower the helicopter has, and we're also full of supplies. Now we did calculate weight and balances before we took off for these flights, and you can just see how tight it is. This is where the MD 500 shines, and the residents were putting X's on the roads where we could possibly set down, and that was really helpful to spot where these guys needed help. And then when we would land, we would talk to them and say, hey, go clear a bigger LZ, and then maybe they can bring in a Black Hawk. So it was pretty helpful when other people were clearing more LZs up the hill. And then you'll see in the next clip, I actually made it up higher on this valley after we dropped off some of these people for another real tight spot. There's helicopters everywhere. Loading back up, back in we go. Your tail looks clear, buddy. Thank you, sir. This is a person we found solely through social media. Maddie was dying to go check it out because it was a 4-month-old baby, and we were able to find him. here felt like it was about at the limit of what Consuela could handle, so we ended up picking up and having to go down to the very, very bottom. Maddie had her head out the window watching the tail. We were able to use that little flat spot at the bottom right next to the playground.
Is there a lady with a kid up here?
That's my daughter.
I can take her down. I can take all you guys down if you want.
Maybe go get him.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel. Alrighty guys, we are back at good old Thoroughbred Aviation to pick up our girl, Consuela. Alright, she's looking fine.
Looking good.
It's done, it's got all the interior in it now, which I explained to you guys the other day, but look at all the plastic.
Look at the door opening nice and on a brand new shock.
I mean, it's, oh yeah, we got a shock in there now.
Plastics.
Oh
Yeah, she's
my goodness, it looks good.
It's a Cadillac now.
It's a Cadillac. Back here, we
All
got the
new.
back seats in.
Literally everything's new. Yeah, yeah.
Permanent back seats.
Luxury.
Damn, brother.
Dang.
That
dude.
looks freaking crispy clean.
This
back
is
here.
way nicer than Paul's 500s. Like, way nicer. Have you ever even seen one this nice, Paul?
No.
Didn't think so.
This is Gucci.
Oh yeah,
It's all-
Gucci. That's
it's all
what Paul
Gucci.
said.
Wow. Came out nice. Seats. Woo.
Seats are sick.
Woo.
Seats are sick.
So they've been really dialing her in for the last week. Pretty happy, man.
Yeah.
Today, we're flying her home back to Florida.
Holy smokes.
Well, next couple of days. We got Paul with us, just to, you know, be safe and there's really thorough inspections, which we love. So let's hit the road, brother. All right, guys, had a little fuel mishap here. Just so everyone knows, the aux tank, this is closed when it's up. There's even a placard about it. I had it open, and boy, did we have a little fuel spill. Okay, but we're good now. George, how you doing back there, bud?
I'm good, bud. I'm ready to roll.
All right, let's do it. Paul's finishing up some calls. Look at this, boys. All right, first stop, we are actually heading to Whistling Diesel. So let's freaking load up and go rip it. Huge thank you to Thoroughbred Aviation, specifically my buddy Joe and Jarrett, the main mechanic on this. They crushed it. We're really excited, finally getting on the road with her. Clear. Clear. I hear the auto reignite right now.
Well, it's going. The night is going.
Yeah.
You're the detail, right? Yeah. 62, then the idle commit, which goes 70 for the generator.
Right to left, 42 Fox.
Flag up to 42 Fox, start departure from the east ramp will be at your own risk. Use caution once airborne. Fly heading 180, remain east of runway 4 at all times, the wind 110 at 8.
Alright, leave the ramp at our own risk, 180, east of 4 at all times, 42 Fox traffic.
T's and P's are good. Expressions, still got fuel. Good to
Thunder
go.
Wings 904, contact departure.
Park, Thunder Wings on board, we'll see y'all.
Yep. Cessna 6564,
Check your power as you come up, check your
following the
temps.
global cautionary turbulence, runway 4, clear to land, wind 1107.
Clear to land, runway 4, 65641.
Before you turn downwind, you get some altitude and some airspeed before you go downwind. Find a path of least resistance out there.
Terrain, system available.
How's she flying, bud? What do you think, Paul?
Feels good, man. Feels good.
George? How are you?
Great.
You good back there?
Oh yeah.
You see any maintenance issues you want to work on?
Nothing. She's dialed.
Is Paul flying smooth enough for you?
Paul's definitely doing a good job.
Okay.
Oh, are you flying again?
That was Garrett.
That's
He's
really
got the
funny.
controls.
Real funny. All right, well, we're pulling up to Whistling Diesel's place. Beautiful sunset. How's she feel, Paul? You've been doing some flying?
Yeah,
last
she's feeling
little
real
bit.
nice and smooth.
We pulled our aux tank, so we're on our aux fuel now. Running great.
I think so. I think we're looking good. She's come a long way,
Yeah.
Consuela.
And we had a couple issues when we left earlier today. We came back, fixed them, and they have not come back. So that's good.
Always going to have some bugs. Always
Yep.
going to have a few bugs.
Yeah, we're doing great. So we'll be there in a few.
Watch out, actually. He's guiding them in. Looks like he's on fire. You're on fire, Ricky Bobby. Dude, what is he doing? Oh, he's doing a circle down here. Yes!
My chopper.
He's smoking it. He's giving you a circle.
Terrain.
Oh, okay.
Wire. Warning. Wire. Warning. Terrain.
That's nice of him to do that.
It looks so good. I love what they did with it.
All right, well, we're on the road. Just left Whistlin's. Had some good old fun there. And where are we off to now, Paul? Southbound?
Southbound and down, going home.
All right, let's do it.
Let's take Consuela back to the barn.
All right, guys, we're ripping along. We're doing 130 knots across the ground, and we're going to fly for maybe another hour or so. We're going to get some fuel, fly for a little bit longer, then call it a night before it gets dark. Not that we can't fly at night, but because it's a new helicopter and we're in unfamiliar terrain, if we did have an emergency, Especially in these hills covered in trees, it would be a tough one to safely land the helicopter. So we're gonna call it a night once it gets dark, and then we'll pick back up in the morning. But boy, is she running great right now.
A lot of these gas stations are like self-serve gas stations. You go up, pull it up, roll out. All right, guys, there's Consuela. Just landed. We got a couple hours left to do in the morning. We're gonna let her take a little nap.
Take a
We'll
breather.
see her in the morning. Yep.
Check her out in the morning.
Everything went real good though.
You guys did great.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Mostly
Appreciate you.
you. Paul's kind of sucking lately.
Yeah, that happens.
Getting old.
Yeah. There she is, looking fine. Woo-hoo-wee. This guy. Nice.
What's going on here, Paul?
You gotta put a little oil in this thing, man. A little
No funnel, dude. No funnel right now.
No funnel.
Look at this. Oh, I gotta shoot a fancy one. Or are you just gonna bite it?
No.
Is he gonna stab it with his pocket knife?
Oh, here.
Oh, he's gonna stab
Oh,
it
he
with
is.
his peck. Oh.
Oh.
Golly. Oh, he uses the
Damn.
gold knife for this. I should have known when you pulled out the tool for this, Paul was gonna shoo you away.
I know. He's
You should've
that's
known
way
that.
too nice and fancy.
He's like, that's how idiots do it.
That nice dull. You get so much as a drop on my paint.
Consuela. So what happened? She just burned a little oil?
Yeah, the engine, yeah. This is how we do
Oh, they got a
it.
hanger in that thing.
This is how we do it.
Oh.
That's
This
pretty
is how
normal.
we
I like
do
that.
it,
That's
okay?
clever. And it protects his
Whoa, watch the paint.
I'm on the inside ring.
I mean, he did slap it right up there, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You can't play with it. You can't
play with it. You're fully
You gotta
committed
make it.
at
You gotta
this
make a
point.
commitment, and you just do it.
Oh,
Is,
okay.
is that a
Well.
full court job there?
No, it's not a full court job. So
Look at this. Starting to sit up back here.
Getting
now you
dirty.
Walk away. Now you
No,
walk away
no.
When there's no oil on here.
I just
Yeah, that's
I
a
didn't
good
want to see
point.
the scratch.
You didn't want to see the scratch?
Look at that, guys. What a good looking machine.
She's so pretty. I love the color.
She's pretty.
You did good on picking that.
She's a babe. Yeah, I love the color. That was all you.
Well, she's home. A little better than last time you saw it.
Yeah, what's happening right now? What do you?
Oh, you open it up just to let the hot air out. That's the engine bay.
Fair.
That's her little engine. So,
Are you supposed to do that every time?
yeah, well, it's nice to, let the engine cool off. You know what's interesting is last time you saw this, it was, out of the crate, but you were also pregnant if you watch the video back.
No belly.
No belly.
No little belly, but.
We have a baby girl now. So,
And a new girl.
I know. 2 new girls.
2 girls.
It's good to have her home. So, I'm going to put it away. Okay. Figuring to end off the video, show you guys. Consuela is now cleaned up. So shout out to my detail guy, Cole. He came over this morning right after we got back, basically cleaned her up. So she's looking a lot better. All right, guys. Well, to conclude this video, I want to say thank you. This opportunity for me to own this aircraft is 100% because of you guys watching our videos and supporting us. 100%. There's no other reason why this aircraft exists in this barn and in my hands other than you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. Watching our videos means the world to us. We get these crazy opportunities all because of you. There's no other reason. And I wanted to end off the video by saying we have put 30 hours on this helicopter. For those of you in the helicopter world, you understand that's a lot of hours in 2 weeks' time. Consuela's been flying her tail off. And I want to thank Thoroughbred Aviation for making her so safe and so awesome.
there are 0 issues with Consuela as of 30 hours in, and I'm just pumped up. We beat the heck out of her. She's running awesome. What an amazing opportunity to be able to buy this from Venezuela, get it here, and she's this amazing. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Do it for today. We'll frickin' see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know, we have the 2.4 hours of Les Mullets this November 15th and 16th. Monster trucks, Van Prix, Crown Vics racing, driven by all your favorite YouTubers, fireworks, and more. You can come to the Freedom Factory with you and your pals and see some live freaking action. You can buy tickets to our show on thefote.com. Just pull up the Freedom Factory on there and you can get the tickets. Get ready. We got VIP tickets for sale. Come see the action in person. But if you can't make it in person, you can always watch online on Freedom Plus. It's going to be an action-packed weekend. 2.4 hours of Les Mullets is right around the corner. Grab your tickets and we'll see you there.